everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be ranking every single Fall Guys map from Season 1 to Season 4.5. Alright, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start with Block Party. This one, it does eliminate a lot of people, but in only one variation. But it can get quite boring. So I'm going to put this in the bad category. It's not, like, super bad in the horrible tier. But, like, it's still pretty bad once it gets boring. Now we have Big Fans. This one, it's really good, but not perfect. So I'll put this one in the love tier. Now we have Hoarders. Hoarders. A lot of you are going to put it in horrible tier. But I don't get this one that much, so I'm going to put it in the rare tier. Just because I don't get it that much. Now we have Fruit Shoot. Fruit Shoot, it used to be an amazing map. But then they started adding it like super hard. And with the Big Yeetus, it's just become too easy. So I'll just put it in meh. Now we have Tiptoe. I really love this map when I get it, but it can be really frustrating when people push you off. So I'm just going to put this in the good tier. Alright, next we have Dizzy Heights. Dizzy Heights, this one is an amazing map, but also not perfect like Big Fans. So I'll put it in the love tier. Egg Scramble. Egg Scramble. Honestly, it's pretty bad. It's super bad. Just not horrible. Egg Siege. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Egg Siege was actually better than Egg Scramble. A lot of you are going to disagree, but I'm going to put this in the meh category. Next up, we have Fall Ball. Now, this one is horrible. This one is bad. Like, nowadays when I get it a lot, either I qualify from the best team ever, or I just have garbage teammates. So I'm going to put this in the horrible category. Now for Fall Mountain. Honestly, I never hated on this one, but I didn't like super love it at the same time. So I'll put this in good. Next up, we have Freezy Peak. Honestly, this one's a pretty good map. I'll put this in Falltastic. Next up, we have Gate Crash. It's a really fun map when you first play it, but it gets boring after a while, so I'll put this in the meh tier. Next up, we have Hexagon. This one, honestly, this is already very obvious to go in the Falltastic tier. It's such a simple concept, but so fun at the same time. So, yeah, that one's the best. So now, we go to Hit Parade. Hit Parade is going to go to bad. It gets quite boring. Gets more boring than... You know what? Meh. It's just like Gate Crash. It gets boring after a while. Hoopsie Legends. Honestly, this one I love. Hoopsie Daisy goes to good. And same with Jinxed. Jump Club can get boring. And Jump Showdown is at the Falltastic tier. Now for Night Fever. I always try to speedrun this map when I get it. But after speedrunning a lot, it can get quite boring. So I'll put this in good. And it's the same thing with Tundra Run. Perfect Match. This one is boring. Unless it's with the sticks, so I'll just put this in bad. But with the sticks, it goes up. The boringness keeps it from going to horrible. Next up, we have Penguin Pursuit. This is my least favorite minigame in the whole game. But it's the rarest game in the whole, like, Fall Guys. So I'm going to put this in the rare tier. Now for Rock and Roll. It's meh. It's meh, honestly. Roll off. It's also meh, honestly. Now we have roll out. It gets bad because, like, especially when it's like round 1, everyone goes and griefs 100% of the time. Royal Fumble. Ever since Slime Scraper released, this has become a map that you can easily get if a lot of people get eliminated. So I'll put this in the horrible tier. Number 1 in the horrible tier. Next up we have Seesaw. And this one is just good. Yeah, I'll put it in good, honestly. Next up we have Ski Fall. Ski Fall, it can get boring. So I'll put it in meh. But because of the anti-gravity sections and the boxing gloves that they added in the 4.5 update, I put it in good. Now Slime Climb. This is going to the Falltastic tier. Snowy Scrap. I'll put this in bad. Because, like, either, just like Fall Ball, you either have the best teammates or the worst. But this one has 3 teams. So I'll put this in bad. Tail Tag. It gets super fun with Big Eatus, but it's so disappointing when your tail gets grabbed from a mile away at the last second. So I'll put this in good. And a lot of people will disagree with me. Please don't put hate comments. DoorDash. This one is horrible. Actually worse than Fall Ball. Just not as bad as Royal Fumble. Thin Ice. This one is just meh. It has the potential to be good like Hexagon, but with this one, everything doesn't matter until the ending. If you have a good carving, you win. But if you don't, well, let's just say if you enjoy slime, well, then you enjoy it. Team Tail Tag. This one is meh. It's worse than Tail Tag, but not horrible or bad at the same time. Wall Guys. It's a really good map. I'd put it in love. However, a lot of people can gang up on you if you screw up at one jump in the ending, and you could easily lose. So I'll put this in good. Now we have the Whirligig. This one, I'll put it in love. Why? This is a really good map, don't get me wrong. But they haven't added a new variation for it ever since, well, I don't even know since when. But this hasn't been updated in a really long time, so I'll put this in love. Next we have Snowball Survival. This has been the exact same boring thing for the past 2 seasons, maybe 3, so I'll put this in bad. Now Basketball. This one had the potential to be really good, but that just didn't end up being the case. At least it's better than Fall Ball. Now Hoverboard Heroes. This one is Falltastic. Power Trip. This is horrible. Like, it's a 50-50 chance. You can do absolutely nothing to help your team unless you are big brain or you get lucky. Now you have Roll On. Honestly, I'll put this in good tier. Not perfect or love, but not meh at the same time. Short Circuit. Honestly, this one is also good. Pretty good. Skyline Stumble. This one goes all the way up to the Falltastic tier. Big Shots. It's bad because it gets boring after a while, but not that boring because a lot of people get eliminated really quickly. Perfect Deathmatch. Now, this is what I was just talking about. Perfect Match is just boring. Perfect Deathmatch is going to the top of the love tier. This is really good since it's eliminating a lot of people. And I found the strategy where you can stand on the bouncy thing on the middle of the pole so you don't fall. Now we have Button Bashers. This one is going to the love tier. And finally, we have the sequel to Slime Climb, the Slime Scraper. This one is one of the best maps in the whole game. So I am gonna put this as my favorite map in the whole game. Hexagon is good, but I don't get it that much now. Slime Scraper is. I get it a lot now. I grief a lot of people. A lot of people get eliminated, and it's almost a guaranteed finals. Or you just get button bashers and then the finals. So, yeah, that's my tier list on 4.5. Comment down below what your favorite map and least favorites are in Fall Guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.